things. You're going to appreciate these small little things, because God's got such big things. Such big things. I'm just like, God, really? Little old us? Little old the climb? But it's about our hearts. It's about our hearts. It's about people like each and every one of us in here that have walked through something similar. Some sort of similar hurt. Some church person who wounded you or hurt you. Or somebody you loved and trusted that hurt you, you know? But He is the Redeemer of all things. He is the Redeemer of all things. And I want to read this to you. This is what God spoke to me from Revelation 2. This is what He said to me. He said, come back to your first love. The love you felt at first. Oh, I need tissue. The love that you felt at first, I'm going to pour my love out on you like you have never felt before. You're going to see me like you've never seen me before. I'm going to give you my love. And I had a vision of Him standing right in front of me. He held His hand out to me. I took His hand and I held it with both of my hands. I held His one hand with both of my hands. And then I went to my knees and He put His hand on my head, His other hand on my head. And my hands were still on His. And suddenly blood began to pour out of His nail scars all over my head and my hand. And it began to flow down my head and down my entire body. And I began to feel such intense love. Love like I had never felt. And then His Spirit spoke to me and He said, I'm not going to let you get by with anything after this point. What does He mean by that? You know what that said to me? That I love you that much. You know, when He tightens up the gears, you know, when your kids mess up or they get off track, what do? We tighten up the gears. You know, we realize what they're capable of, and we make better guidelines. We make, and they think we're being mean to them because we make more guidelines or more rules. But what they don't realize is that, you know, we realize their potential, and we realize that they can get hurt, and we don't want them to get hurt, so we don't let them get by with anything. And that's what He said to me. He said, at this point, I'm not going to let you get away with anything. Now He's cut all my TV out. Not that I was a big TV addict anyway, but just things that continue to keep happening. And that but this is the thing that goes along with this. And Maylee had a very detailed dream about this, and it was something the Lord's already speaking to me, but that if you want the big stuff, if you want the good stuff, you got to live a sacrificial life. You got to be willing to sacrifice the pride of life, the lust of the flesh. You got to live like other people don't live, and you will be criticized for not living how the world lives. But if you want those promises, you want the big things of God. We want the power Sadhu walks in. We want the power Peggy Cole walks in. We want that bigger stuff. We're going to have to live that sacrificial, holy life. You know, He said, do you think God's going to use you to perform signs, wonders, and miracles when you yourself needs to be healed? He said He's going to do it in us first. He said that is your promise. He's going to do it to you first. He is going to heal every one of us in here of all of our ailments. Amen? All of our ailments. And then He's going to use us through Him to do His works, to do His signs, do His wonders, and do His miracles in the rest of the whole body. So if Rayleigh walks up to one of you and says, God told me to pray for you, take it. That might be your miracle right there, because that's one thing He said. It's going to come through the children. It's going to come through the youth. It might just happen supernaturally in your private time. I don't know. But if you have a kid and Lord tells them something, one of Jim and Adrian's kids walk up to you, or Destiny back there, and they're like, I want to pray for you. God showed me something. Receive it. Receive it. He's going to heal us first. Amen? He is going to heal us of all our ailments. Yes, absolutely.
God gave us something so miraculous and so wonderful that it will change the way you will ever have to witness again. It's called the Holy Ghost. So we don't have to go to Walmart and just start telling people about Jesus. Just boom, 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 boom. Because did Jesus call you to that person? Now, need to get this.
Amen.
God will prepare that person's heart for you.
Right.
Me and Wendy was walking through Walmart the other day and we saw this beautiful little girl over there. I'm not saying her names. And Wendy said something. I said, I feel it too.
Yeah, we both
So should we go talk to this girl? Yeah, let's go talk to her. And we went and talked to her. Well, let me tell you something. This same girl doesn't know whether she's an atheist or she loves God. But because we were obedient to God's voice, she received what we said. So many times we fight against the pricks when we try to witness to people, when God didn't tell us to speak to these people. Listen, God will put a group of people around you that loves you, cares for you, and is willing to hear the voice of God for you. If they don't waste your time because you will leave defeated and beat up. Stop it. Satan puts too much condemnation upon us to have to thrive for the kingdom of God, when all we have to do is listen to the very voice of God.